What's up guys, Sal here. So the Galaxy S22 Ultra will launch next year in January, but the handset is already in news for quite some time now. We've heard the phone will have censorship technology much like the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and Samsung is collaborating with the camera maker Olympus to make better use of their censorship technology on its next flagship. And today the Galaxy S22 Ultra is in the news again that Samsung will use their yet to be announced 200 megapixel camera on their next flagship, the S22 Ultra. But before you get too excited, let me tell you,
this is number one bull.
First of all, yes, Samsung is working on a 200 megapixel camera sensor. We've heard multiple rumors about it from credible sources, and even Samsung's Exynos Twitter account mentioned a 200 megapixel camera, basically suggesting their chip will support cameras of 200 megapixel resolution, much like the latest Snapdragon chips. But there's absolutely zero, and I mean zero, credible information about Samsung using this sensor on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. This all started when IT Home, which is a Chinese website, wrote an article saying that Xiaomi will be the first one to use the 200 megapixel camera from Samsung. They mentioned this guy is the source, who again has a mixed track record. And there's absolutely nowhere in the article did IT Home mention the Galaxy S22 Ultra. They did also attach some of Ice Universe's Weibo posts, which are almost a month old by the way, where he's talking about the pixel and sensor size of this 200 megapixel camera, which is smaller than Samsung's latest 50 megapixel as well as their 108 megapixel sensor. Ice Universe also talked about this concept render where he's basically giving his opinion on the renderer, which again is based on the concept artist's imagination. It's not based on the actual official CAD leak itself. Here, Ice Universe is not giving us any inside information, but rather just talking about the concept render. But what our tech journalists do, they cite this article as the source and write an article of their own that the Galaxy S22 Ultra will have a 200 megapixel sensor, when in fact the article isn't even about the S22 Ultra in the first place and mentions absolutely nothing about it. And not just one or two, you can find plenty of these big websites reporting the same, which is ridiculous and funny at the same time. Besides, Ice Universe mentioned a few days ago that Samsung now intends to return to rationality and stop blindly chasing big megapixel numbers, suggesting the Galaxy S22 Ultra may not have a 200 megapixel sensor. Look, I'm not saying that the S22 Ultra for sure will not have a 200 megapixel camera, but right now we have absolutely zero credible information that Samsung is going in this direction. Until some reputed source comes out and says that it's indeed happening, don't believe these baseless rumors. With that being said, with the success of the Galaxy S20 FE last year, people are looking forward to what Samsung has in store with this year's Fan Edition handset. While we have some new information about that phone as well, the battery of the S21 FE has been leaked, which shows the phone will have a bigger battery than the Galaxy S21, but it will remain unchanged compared to last year's FE handset. The S21 FE will have a 4500 mAh battery. Unfortunately, not much else is revealed about the handset, but OnLeaks has already showcased the first look of the phone, which shows it looks almost identical to the S21. The display size is 6.4 inches, 120Hz, and the triple camera will have a 12, 12 and 8 megapixel configuration. Of course, do consider subscribing for all the latest tech news, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.